All right, it's Dixon, your host of Locals Only on 95X. Make sure you add the Facebook page. It's 95X Locals Only on Facebook. These are the gentlemen from OhneKa and the Burning River. They're playing in support of their album, Where the Real Wind Blows, this Saturday night, 4:20, with Andrew WK at the Lost Horizon. What's up, guys?
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Just to refresh everybody's memory, if you could, just say your name and what you do in the band.
My name's David. I play guitar.
My name is Ryan. I play the bass guitar.
My name is Steve. I play the drums.
My name's Adam. I play guitar.
Pretty sweet, right? You remember these guys from an earlier video blog, and what's the one big thing that you'll notice? Dave has the use of both of his legs.
Yay! About time, huh?
You healed up, buddy?
No. Getting there. Much better than we were before.
Excellent. I like that. No more air cast.
Well, I feel a lot older, though.
Very cool. So what's been up with you guys? It's been a little while since you checked in with 95X Land, and since then, you guys were nominated for a Sammy for Best Modern Rock for the album Where the Real Wind Blows. Played some shows, and rumor has it you guys are writing some material for a forthcoming release.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We just been trying to write as much as possible, because we actually haven't played that much, so trying to write whenever we can, just getting as much out there. You know what I mean?
How much new stuff would you say you guys have?
It's over a half hour of new material.
Probably half hour new stuff at least.
Very cool. So that's the first 2 songs on the next album?
Solid, I'd say. Probably.
One song's about 20 minutes, so yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, for those that are unaware, you'll notice when we did the introductions that nobody said singer. For those that are unaware, OhneKa and the Burning River, for the most part, a truly instrumental band, minus the samples.
Might surprise you with the new stuff.
Really?
You never know.
Ah.
We did one show for Locals Only, and we kind of played a newer song and had a little vocals in it. So we'll see where that takes us.
Very, very cool. So if people want to check out some music from you guys, where would you advise them to go?
I don't know. I'd say Spotify. You can get it on iTunes.
We have a Reverb Nation page.
Reverb Nation has it. Amazon, you can buy it. You can get it. We're on Pure Volume and Facebook and MySpace.
And SoundCloud. We're all over. You know, you gotta be all over the internet pretty much.
Absolutely.
Might as well.
So, what else is going on? I mean, you guys are obviously excited to play with Andrew WK.
Absolutely.
The show's
yeah.
coming up this Saturday. It's 95X's 420 party at the Lost Horizon. Is it odd for you to play? I mean, I know you guys play a lot of shows in town, and when you guys happen to play for me on my shows, it tends to get a little weird because we try and cross-pollinate. Is it odd for you guys to be sandwiched between the sort of modern metal rock of Feeding Affliction and the insanity that is Andrew WK?
I don't feel too weird about it. At first, my initial reaction was a little weird, but we've really played with a lot of different bands, so at this point, I'm pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah. I like a little variety, you know?
It's exciting.
Absolutely.
Any way to get new fans is
I don't like that.
This guy gets it. I love it. So you've got about 30 minutes of new material. What's sort of the process? Like, how does OhneKa and the Burning River sit down and decide, okay, we have 55 minutes worth of music, we're going to turn this into the album? Or is it something, because this is a little bit something different. You guys are writing from a different place now.
I think that's kind of been the trickier part with coming up with new material, as where before, from what we talked about, it just kind of came about because of some of the circumstances that brought the band together anyway. But now we're in a different place and kind of writing songs from other areas of, I don't know, emotions or however we feel and other things that are going through our heads or our hearts at the time. So it's a bit longer of a process because we're talking about everything a little bit more, and we're thinking about everything a little bit more, and trying to not only do what we did with the last record, but make it a little bit different at the same time.
Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Adam's, he's been really forefront of, like, we should have, like, a theme to it, you know, like, have something really, like, shaping a sort of story.
Yeah. I mean, the last theme kind of came together. I kind of want to more plan it out. With the material we've written, it's kind of written itself a little bit, but I think if we had an overall idea of what we're going for, maybe stories to go along with it, and then just an overall theme to bring it all together would work really
Absolutely.
well. So.
Well, you guys seem to be one of those bands that blends music with art in a lot of ways, whether it's with the video element that you guys bring to the show sometimes, or the fact that the music is progressive without sounding douchey about it, progressively like nerdy or Rush-esque. It's dynamic, and you guys do a lot of things both with the artwork and the presentation of how you do things that really melds the two together. And there's definitely a world out there for you guys to explore with this new album. So Dave and I have talked before about the possibility of you guys doing something on vinyl.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys are thinking about doing? Something that's
Yeah,
probable, possible?
we met with one of the dudes from LRS Records. It's like Mark from Bridge Under Fire. Him and his buddy Nick started the record label, and we were talking about them. I don't think it's a matter of if, it's more of a matter of what we're going to do.
Yeah, I think initially I think we're doing planning a 7-inch, and then if we want to do a full length next time, it probably will be
On
a vinyl release.
It makes me very excited.
Yeah,
because,
I think it makes all of us excited too. We're just like,
Yeah.
nice.
the style of music and the overall sound quality of what you guys do, I think, lends itself very well to that vinyl thing. And I know that vinyl's like the big hip thing now, but I know that I'm approaching 40 years old and have had nothing but vinyl records since I was 3 years old. And I know a few of you well enough to know that you also have, the non-hipster edition of a vinyl collection. Hey, did you know that new Flash Jaw came out in 3 colors on 180-gram vinyl? I got all 3. I mean, I had to outbid some guy on eBay for it.
Those conversations do happen
Those
within
do
the
happen,
band
yeah.
at times, though, depending on it. But to go back to what you said, you mentioned Rush and progressive. Anybody, I think, that's into that style of music and plays music, why wouldn't they want to do a concept record, and why wouldn't they want to print vinyl? It just kind of seems like, absolutely, why wouldn't we strive to do that?
I like the idea of working with like a local record label too, just because their idea was like a lot of local record labels around here, but very like one style of music and like one genre, where they're just like we'll take any band as long as they're semi-talented and they want to put something out. It could be metal, it could be bluegrass, it could be there's new Summer Call is going to be on there. You know what I mean? So I think that's just I'm personally intrigued by working with someone that like is willing to do that. I think that's cool.
It's nice to keep the community element alive and striving for and pushing that. And we're happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely. The scene is alive and well.
Yes, it is, which is
Absolutely.
awesome.
Very cool. So once again, OhneKa on the Burning River, playing live Saturday night, April 20th for 95X's official 420 party at the Lost Horizon, along with Andrew WK, Feeding Affliction, Era, and Phantom Chemistry. Get your $20 advance sale tickets at Gorham Brothers Music, Sealy Road in Syracuse, Soundgarden in Armory Square, or with your credit card at 95x.com. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for
We
having us.
genuinely appreciate it. We're going to go do some live radio now. But before we go, I'm going to start this with you guys because I think we all have some similar interests. The goal with this, in addition to supporting local music, is maybe to turn some of the people that listen to 95X onto some things that aren't necessarily mainstream. So kicking off a brand new feature, I would like to know individually, and we'll start with Adam, what you guys are listening to right now.
Does it have to be independent?
No, it can be
Oh.
whatever. What are you listening to at the moment? Old, new, whatever.
Always a daily diet of Cursive and Neurosis, and right now the new last year's Me Without You, just
Yeah.
constantly. I can't stop listening to it, so that's my main inspirations.
Very cool. Steve?
I've been really into the new Circus Survive album. I think that's really good. And, I don't know, a lot of Shins lately.
Very cool. Mr. Jones?
I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, actually. As weird as that sounds. I'm at work and I sit at a desk, so I listen to Stephen King audiobook and instrumental music in the other ear. So it's like my own movie going on. I just totally ignore everyone that I'm working with. So Stephen King and a lot of instrumental music, like Caspian, Pelican, like old Pink Floyd. There's a lot of old Pink Floyd to that, so it's kind of nerdy, but,
I think that's awesome.
it's what I do. It's what I do.
David Sachs.
I just picked up the new Inter Arma CD and the new Ken Mode, and I just got my copy of the new Cult of Luna on vinyl. So that's pretty much
Rocking your world.
morning,
right now.
noon, and night, the new Cult of Luna.
Very, very cool. We're going to put all this stuff up on the internet so you have access to it. So make sure that if you like these guys, they probably like the bands that they like and influence them as well. We're going to do radio.
Cool.
Cool.